Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm doing well because my overhead light is not beaming me right now. It's very nice. When I'm streaming, I like to have my light on. But anyways, guys, hopefully you're enjoying Future Stars 2. Lots to unpack today. We had a video earlier today. If you guys do want to check that out, it's on the channel. And there's going to be a lot of videos going up next couple of days. We were slacking for a couple of days in the past week because the content was really, dry for a couple days. Guys, there's a lot of stuff going on. Today we got the Future Stars swaps. We got Future Stars Team 2. We're going to look a little bit at the market. But first, it has been brought to my attention that I couldn't even avoid this. I've been trying to avoid leaks. I've been doing pretty well. I didn't even know any of the players today. So when I saw a lot of these guys, you'll even notice my excitement in tonight's video because I'm very excited to talk about them. I had no idea about a couple, not only a couple, but most of these players. But guys, it was brought to my attention by actually two of my real life friends. They texted me because apparently everybody knows about FIFA leaks now. So, Flashback Neymar is coming. Now, I am, again, as I said, trying to stay away from leaks. So, while this may seem hypocritical to you guys, I now have this information. And I think, based on the interactions of this tweet, which is over 9,000 likes in like 2 or 3 hours of posting, with all these retweets, that a lot of people have seen this, right? Most people have seen this. And what I had said, guys, about leaks on this channel is that I'm going to be making videos about leaks when I really feel like a specific leak is going to impact the game a lot. And for me, this is one of those times, also being that it's very time sensitive. This is supposed to come out this weekend. Now, my guess is that it will drop on Sunday. I think Sunday is when this card will come out. I don't actually know if this is the exact stats of this card. Really don't know for sure. But again, I would expect the Flashback Neymar would be something of this sort, right? Something where it's like a little bit more of a faster version of a Neymar and maybe even a higher base dribbling Neymar potentially. But obviously sacrificing probably physical. I actually recently watched the Neymar documentary on Netflix, so I do recommend you guys watch that as well. It was very good. And Neymar, when I was growing up, was insane at Santos. Like, that's when everybody started, like, looking into this dude, like, yo, this guy is crazy. So, very, very cool concept. It's going to be a flashback to Santos, but the way that it works with licensing, etc., he's going to play for PSG. So, with your guys' squad building and stuff like that, he's going to be a PSG player. So, just so you guys know, because I know some of you guys are going to be starting to think that, I don't even know what you're going to think, but yeah, so when we take a look at it, I do want to take you guys, Foothead, we have to go look at because I believe that Footbin doesn't have anything before FIFA 14, I think. I could actually double check that, but I don't think they do. Oh, no, they do. They do. They have FIFA. No, they do. I didn't know if they did. So it would probably be a flashback to, obviously, his Santos card. And I thought they only had before FIFA 15, so no, we're not going to go on Foothead. So as you guys can see, Neymar in the past was 5-star, 4-star. So right now Neymar is 5-star, 5-star. In the past, 5-star, 4-star. Obviously what you guys can notice about Neymar's card, it's a central card. So that's another, interesting one. I believe that this will be a central card. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. And when you take a look at it, it's probably going to be a flashback to this FIFA 13 card, something like this. What I am hoping for with EA, because when you take a look at this card compared to Neymar right now in FIFA, you look at Neymar's base card right now. Neymar's base card has 91 pace. That's FIFA 21. We need to be looking at FIFA 22. So Neymar's base card, I think, got a shooting deduction this year. So yeah, when you take a look at these two cards, I mean, same pace, +3 dribbling there, a lot more passing. So I don't know if these are the stats. What I am hoping for with Neymar's card, because the thing is, right, we've had 2 flashback items in the game this year. Two styled flashbacks like this. We've probably had way more flashbacks, right? If we look at expired. I know from the top of my head I can think of that we've had Benzema, and we had like one other that was in the style like that. I can't spell. Flashback. Why is this not working? Is this not working for a reason? Players only? Flashback. Why is this not working? Am I doing something wrong here? What if I search up Benzema? Oh, it's just by the name. So I know that we had Karim Benzema, right? And that came out as 193K. And if you guys obviously play this game, you would know how good that Benzema is, right? Benzema has been one of the best cards EA have really released as a special card in the game. He really has just been unbelievable. Is there a way to search by flashbacks in concepts? Oh, Conte. The other one I'm thinking about is Conte. Boom. Sometimes you just got to think about it. Yeah, so you can look at flashback players. You go to concepts. So we've had a flashback Varane. We've had a flashback Kane. This was a cool one because this was his team of the year. But what I'm talking about more of is like these baby flashbacks, right? Where they're kind of getting like a baby. It's like a baby icon card. And right, Benzema is really like that. Conte is really like that. I think even Thomas Muller is kind of like that, right? I think that's kind of the concept, you know, that's being looked at here, right? Even Chiellini, right? So there's another one. Chiellini's a really cool one. So EA have definitely taken a cool approach with the flashbacks this year. The problem with this flashback Neymar, and I don't know if those are the right stats. I don't really know. Because, you know, of this Team of the Year promo that just came out, we have so many crazy cards in the game now. So EA can't really make it that poor of a card. They've got to make it a card that's relevant. You know, Benzema really stood the test of time. I personally didn't play that many games with Benzema, but a lot of people did. So they've got to come out with a card that is going to be not necessarily a full meta card, but one that definitely rivals some of these cards. You know, you take a look at Neymar's cards right now on the market. What could be unique about this flashback, number one, is the central, right? His wild cards is like a 4 million coin card on the market, and the reason for that is, again, central, very big dribbling, very big shooting boost, right? I would also like to see, even though it's a flashback, I'm hoping that he's 5-star, 5-star. I know that he was 5-star, 4-star, but I'm hoping that he's 5-star, 5-star because that would be a very big deal for the card. And yes, you know, again, something very unique with this card would be the pace, right? If this card came out and had that 95, 96 pace, that's quite unique, right? And if you think about the dribbling, if he's got, you know, somewhere either at the base card or above, it's a nice thing to have. Now, you're going to lose some physical probably with the card, not a ton because Neymar's already quite weak in game. So I don't expect Neymar to be that much more weak than he is right here. His strength in FIFA, let's say FIFA 13 was 46. So he's got 53 on his base right now. You know, that would make sense if it was around there. I'm not too worried about that. What I'm a little worried about with the flashback potentially is EA nerfing the shot power. I really hope they don't do that. When we do take a look at the flashback compared to the gold, he only has -2 shooting. So let me tell you this. If this comes out, right, 5-star, 5-star, affordable, you know, it's a nice option for your club. It really is, right? I look at it thinking, okay, that card, link-wise, you know, feeling-wise of doing a flashback card, especially to, like, Neymar and Santos, there's a lot to like there. You know, price-wise, it's tough to say exactly what he would come out and be. Obviously, this is a big boy SBC. I don't see EA making this card more than maybe at most 250, 300K. All it depends on is the 5-star, 5-star. That's a big deal because at the top meta this year, a 5-star, 5-star player is game changing. It's a really big deal to have a player that can do it on, you know, on both feet. And yeah, it really is game changing this year. So when we take a look at previous flashbacks, you know, Harry Kane, I think you had to probably pay the tax of the fact that, you know, Prem tax Team of the Year promo, right? People know that EA know that there's more fodder about. And obviously he had those crazy shooting stats. So that's one thing, right? Conte was very expensive. Conte was like, I think about 300K, 250. So for that time, he was a lot. Pato was about 100. Benzema was like 150, I think around there at least. And then Chiellini was like 100. So the common trend about these flashbacks is that none of them are really less than 100K. That's not really an option with the flashback players. They're always going to be more than 100K. EA know that with this design, there's a bit of more like sentimental value they can add in. So I'd like to see Neymar hopefully be, if he is 5'5", I'd like this card to not be that much more than like 200K. And the reason that I do say that is with the market that we currently have, gold Neymar right now, I think is like 400K. No, he's 335, right? And now he's getting panic sold a lot. He's down 70K because there's a massive leak about him getting a flashback card, right? So there's a huge panic sell right now, but he was about 390. So I would like to see EA not make it too close to the market value because as the panic goes on, guys, I'm not causing this, right? Before this video came out, he's already down like 70K. I actually don't even think this card should go that much lower than he already is because, to be honest, I'm assuming this card is probably going to be better than the flashback, but yeah, you do have to look at it and think, okay, maybe you do want a Neymar with +4 pace. This might be super noticeable. And, you know, for me right now, I do love Neymar in game, but I packed him during Team of the Year, but I don't really sub him in because, you know, on the wing, he feels a little too slow. And up top, he feels good, but he does feel a little, not stiff, just, you know, he's missing that little boost that I feel like I get on the wing with Sterling. I get on the wing with Mbappe. I get with potentially, you know, Vinny Jr. So I'm very interested to see how, you know, what's the approach from EA on this SBC and kind of see where they go with it. I'm very curious. So Flashback Neymar is coming. whatever is required for it is probably going to go up a lot. I would probably say your safe bets are 84, 85, 86s, and potentially team of the weeks. I think you guys probably just want to make sure you're stocking your team of the weeks in the club. Something that's actually like a really outside shout, you know, that if you're bored over the next couple of days too, that you guys can do for the upcoming week. You know, I'm starting to drop a lot more like tips on the channel. I'm trying to get back in the grind of kind of trading, like chill trading and easy to understand stuff that's easy to do. You know, a little bit of a shout would actually be potentially, you know, stocking your club with a couple future stars, maybe between like 15 and 18K, right? They might be required for this type of Neymar, and we saw signature series cards, you know, be required for a couple pretty crazy SBCs during that promo, and they did go up a lot. So not saying that this is going to happen, but I think if you can get a couple future stars cards under 15K, that doesn't hurt to have. You can also do some of the objectives if you want. You don't have to buy them. The objectives can give you those, and you know, it could be a scenario where you go like 25K, potentially 20K, you know, if one is required. EA have been requiring them in some 85 squads, so I do think there's you know, I think there's a bit of a chance for those to be required. We'll see, right? Time will tell. As for that, you know, I'm excited for it. Let's see what happens. I sold my Rudiger, guys. Great player. Probably one of the best center backs in the game. But I did pack Eder Militao last night, so I just kind of moved on from Rudiger. And then I'm clearing out the transfer list. I bought a couple Gravenberches at like 880, 890. I made some coins. I thought he was going to go to like 1.1. If I knew that he was only going to go to this and I was going to make just about 100K, I wouldn't have done it. It's a lot of effort for a card that's super expensive. So, you know, in hindsight, I probably, you know, it's an okay move. I bought some of these, yeah, I didn't go that crazy. I was a little nervous with all the swap stuff coming out today. I did buy, you know, a couple of future stars from the previous team, but nothing too crazy. You know, I didn't go that nuts. And so, yeah, we got a couple new things today. We got a new SBC. I'm not a huge fan of this card. I think if you got the Bundesliga team, you could do the 3-5-2 with him because he's got good strength. I don't like medium, but he's got all around pretty good stats. So if it is of interest to you, I like the card. I think it's not a bad card to use. Again, it's got to be one of those things like, for example, Kostic. Kostic was one of those SBCs that, you know, he was cheap, but, you know, for me, it was a 3-star or a 2-star, 3-star. It didn't make sense for many people, but, you know, somewhat affordable. I think it's a bit overpriced, you know, honestly, but if it makes sense for your team, I always say with an SBC, do it. Don't let somebody tell you that you shouldn't do an SBC. If it makes sense, you do it, guys. That's how it goes. You know, other than that, not too much else. We got another token today, and then we got swaps, right? So I did my 85-10. If you want to see that, it's on my Twitter. I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do for the rest. You know, I really don't know. I might just do the 81 to 89, and like potentially then if I do every other token, take the Team 1 pack, but I doubt it. You know, this Gallagher in hindsight, you know, after taking my 85-10, this card is really interesting. I was hoping that he was going to be like 4-star, 5-star. That would have been crazy. If this guy was 4-star, 5-star, I would have really considered taking him. I almost dropped my controller for the Prem teams, and you know, I got Jorginho, I've got Cancelo, but you know, it is a really nice card for 20 tokens. We opened a lot of 85-10s. Again, if you're interested, those are on the channel. You can check them out. But you know, I think for me, there's so many midfielders in the game that it's got to really work for your team. You got a Prem team. It's interesting. I like the high, like a lot of the dribbling stats, like a lot of the shooting stats. So lots to like there, man, with this card, right? Pretty much Hullet Gang and pretty much 80 plus at every category except strength, heading accuracy. So yeah, lots to like there. Then you've got the Team 1 player pick. Some people will have this very soon. You guys will see these on the channel. We'll be doing a couple of these probably starting Sunday, Monday. So look out for that. Those will be a lot of fun. I personally didn't do it. I went ahead and took fodder because that's what I got out of my pack. I just got fodder. And then, you know what? This, you know, Bundesliga right back's an interesting spot. This guy looks pretty good. High. You know, I don't like the 3-3, but super fast, really good dribbling. Like, this card is super underrated. I'm telling you, that card looks really good. Don't be surprised you play against that card and he drives you crazy. But, again, love that EA do this. You know, I love it because even when, you know, you do the SBCs and stuff, like, you're even getting packs with it. You know, that's what I really like, right? You're not even just doing the tokens to kind of get the token. You know, you're also getting, like, a 25K pack. So, it's a very, very big W that EA continue to do that during these bigger promos, and I really, really, really like it. So here's the hoping that EA continue to do it. In terms of objective cards today, you know, EA introduced like this new type of objective. I got to check it out a little bit more. But we got Chukwueze, who is actually 4-star, 4-star. So when you look at his card and concepts, there's some sort of glitch right now. He is 4-star, 4-star in game, and he looks really good. High-low for the La Liga teams. I'm considering potentially doing this card. The reason why I'm considering not doing it is because I have Messi in my team, and then I have Vinny Jr. off the bench, Gelson Martin's off the bench. I use Mbappe. I know it's like very meta to say that, But the problem is that those guys, no matter what, will always be in front of this guy. So the only reason that I might actually do this card is check out this card for some of my viewers that are interested in him. Sometimes that's the way I do things for content. So we may go ahead and do that because, to be honest, the grind for him is not that crazy. It is 10 games, but I look at it like if I do 2 or 3 a day, and if it's golden goal, it really shouldn't be that hard to do this. Score a finesse goal using a midfielder in 2 separate matches, assist 4 goals with through balls, win 4 matches. It's really not that crazy. So, for the value of this card, being that he's very fast, he's got high-low, he should be really responsive. He looks sick. This card looks interesting. I'm not so sure about this card. Pretty much same requirements, but the links are really nice with this card, and apparently in-game he's 4-4. I'm more interested with this card as like a center mid cam than a striker. I don't really love his dribbling stats, but he does have the finesse shot trait. I think if you thought about doing like a shadow or something on him, you could make it work there. He's actually 4-4, as I just said in game. So, I don't know. Again, I'm not sold on those dribbling stats, but definitely an interesting card. Something at least that I'm looking into. But again, I think I'm probably going to decide against doing that. And then obviously, guys, we got, the brand new Future Stars team. And let me tell you something. We got some pretty damn crazy cards, that got released today. Nothing too, nuts, but a couple of cards that I think are really good. Now, first of all, this Raspadori, he looks crazy. Now, he's in the Serie A. The Serie A just keeps getting better. High-low, 4-star, 5-star. He looks like the Ben Yedder of the Serie A. Seriously. 97 balance, 98 hanging accuracy, very good attack positioning, finishing at 89. Look at that acceleration, 94 with 95 short passing. So, lots of here with this card. He's already 75K. He's going to be 30K on Thursday with this market. So, really nice card there. We got Lacroix, who just looks out of this world, man. They gave him such a boost that I can't even believe how good he looks. He's got medium high, 6'3" with 93 pace. It's just crazy. This guy looks like he's going to be impossible to pass. If you have to play against this card, I mean, I feel bad for you. I really do. I can't even imagine how hard this card is going to be to play against. 93 strength, 92 interceptions, 92 defensive awareness. And people saying the stamina is a problem, but for me, I don't really notice my center backs, unless at least they have more than 70 stamina. I don't really notice it. So, he's 970K. Obviously, I can understand that price point because he looks crazy. As we were just trading with Gravenberch, this guy in any other, in a top 5 league, I think would be at least that Jude Bellingham price, at least, because, yes, he's medium, but 4-4, and these stats are crazy. His base pace is so high that he's going to be everywhere. I just can't believe how good he looks, and I already played against his, I have his road to the final, road to the knockout, and I've played against it, and it's a very good card. So I'm looking at this thinking, wow, this guy looks crazy. He really, really does. So we will definitely be checking this card out on our second channel very soon. Keep an eye out for that. I think he looks insane. Really good selection, though, with a bunch of players, guys. Right now, a lot of these guys are actually extinct. Pedri is just, you can't even find him on the market. And they gave Pedri 5-star skills and a 4-star weak foot, but he just looks crazy. I mean, look at this dribbling, right? And for me, if you're checking out this Pedri, you're probably giving him an anchor. I wonder what Footprint says. Anchor, yeah. So he's got lower strength, so you want to boost that strength to 80. You almost max out the pace, but his base dribbling is so nuts with, his 5'9". He's got high, lean body type. I mean, this guy in-game is going to be insane. I can't even imagine how good he's going to be. And I think people after this price range are going to pay, in excess of 2.5 mil. I think it's going to be a lot of coins. I think it's going to be more than Jude Bellingham. I think he's got the Barca tax, which is always a very high tax. I mean, let's look at this Ferran Torres, because I tried him out. He's okay, but he ain't all that. He's 146, so Barca tax right here. Crazy. Crazy looking card. Verts looks really good. 4-star for him. He's extinct. That's 750K, which is just nuts, but it's probably because look at his stats. And his player of the month was very good. I remember playing against this card in the beginning of the year. This card was very good. So this Future Stars card is looking really good as well. Very, very nice option to use. All these cards, even the cheaper ones, look really good. We've got some players that this guy's a League One right back. I mean, he looks really good. Fast, solid defending. Tyler Adams in the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga and the Serie A, they just have this crazy value where you can get players with so many good in-game stats for such an affordable price. It's genuinely nuts. The discount you get if you go in those 2 leagues. I find it insane. So Future Stars 2 is looking really good. La Liga left back for 17K. All around the park looking really good. And then, yeah, we got swaps that just came out today. You know, I don't really know what the content's going to be all the weekend, but hopefully some better player SBCs coming. And then, yeah, I mean, we're looking at Flashback Neymar, I think, on Sunday. I think EA is going to drop this entire week a couple more unique SBCs, and we'll talk about those on another video, guys, so we can prepare you guys for that. But we're going to talk about that because we got a couple SBCs this week. We've been getting a couple, and I think the trend is going to continue. So stay tuned to the channel because we're going to have some videos coming up. I'm going to try to help you guys make some coins and kind of show you guys what I'm investing in for those SBCs. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.